Okay, this week we're going to be talking about the U.S. Constitution. It's a plan for government. We the people. This is the very first paragraph found in the Constitution. It's called the preamble. The Constitution is oftentimes described as a plan for our government. The type of government that we have in our country is called a democracy. That means power to the people. This means that the people get to elect our officials. We get to make all the important decisions. If you remember in our previous studies, we have learned that when England was in control, the king and the parliament dominated everything and told the people what to do. Well, in our style of government called a democracy, you and I get to vote and decide all the important decisions that are to be made for our country. But the very beginning paragraph is called the preamble, and it starts out, "We the people." These are very important sentences, or a very important term that starts off the Constitution. And we're going to examine this a little bit more, and we're going to talk about the power of these words, "we the people." It doesn't say me the president, or me the Congress, or us the Congress. It says "we the people," and this is going to be very important to us as we study about this week. There are three branches of government, and I've drawn for you a diagram. This is supposed to be kind of like a three-legged stool. If you think about sitting on a three-legged stool, it would be hard to balance. Well, this is the style of government that we have. It has three branches. This is the U.S. government. We have the legislative branch, we have the judicial branch, and we have the executive branch. And we're going to talk about each of those and their responsibilities in just a few minutes. But it's kind of like a three-legged stool, hard to sit on. It takes balance to make it work. We have the legislative branch. They make the laws for the country. It's made up of Congress, which is broken down into two sections. We have the Senate. Each state has two representatives. Okay, so Tennessee has two senators. Georgia has two senators. Maine has two senators. Every single state in the United States has two senators that are chosen by the people, you and I. Each state also has members of the House of Representatives. Now, this is a little bit different. Each state elects the number, each state represents a number of elects a number of representatives based on its population. So if California has I don't know, let's say 5 billion people there, and Tennessee has 2 billion, or million, either way you want to go, California is going to get more representatives because they have more people. It's based on population. So again, each state gets two representatives. The House of Representatives, the number of representatives is based on the number of people living in a state. And this makes up the Congress, which is the legislative branch. And we're going to go in more detail in class talking about this. But legislative branch, they make up laws for the country. The next branch of government that we have is the executive branch. It carries out the laws. The president is the head of this branch of government. He's also the commander-in-chief, okay, or the commander of the U.S. military. His job is whatever laws are made, he has to make sure that we all follow them, that the rules are followed. The judicial branch is the last branch of government. It resolves conflicts about the meaning of law. Right? So if there's a disagreement or a lawsuit or something like that, you'll take it to court, and that is under the judicial branch. As I put here, all courts make up the judicial branch. Okay, so it doesn't matter if it's Loudoun County Court or Blount County Court or Tennessee's State Supreme Court or the Supreme Court of the United States. That all belongs under the judicial branch. Executive branch, again, is the branch that's headed up, or the president is in charge of, and his job is to make sure that we follow all the laws, or that he carries out the laws, rather. Each branch is limited in its power. This means that the president is not the most powerful person in our government. The Senate is not the most powerful part of our government. The judicial branch is not the most powerful form of our government. The legislative is not the most powerful. They're all balanced out. This is called checks and balances. We're going to talk about this this week when we discuss checks and balances. If the president wants a law, or if Congress wants a law, the president can veto it. That means vote no. If Congress and the president agree on something to and make it a law, the judicial branch has to look at it. If it doesn't go with the Constitution, they can say it's not legal. The federal system of government means that both state and national government have certain rights. The federal government has certain responsibilities that they have in our government. The state government also has responsibilities over the people living in that particular state. This week we're going to really be diving in deep on this concept of the three branches of government. All right, I look forward to studying this with you, and I hope you enjoy our lesson. Thank you.